Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Philosopher's War, a novel by Tom Miller. Read by Gibson Frazier.
Prologue. Every night when I was a child, I was put to bed with a story. Usually my big sister Vivian tucked me in. She favored anything with a moral. Grimm's fairy tales, Aesop's fables, the Prudence Fairchild Girl Philosopher books. Regardless of what we read, Vivian always spelled out the lesson. Be brave. Be kind to strangers. Follow directions. Don't eat all your chocolates in one go. On the other hand, when my mother put me to bed, on the rare occasion that she wasn't out on an emergency call, fighting in one of her domestic campaigns, or deployed overseas, she liked to tell war stories. Sometimes she described historical battles, other times events she'd seen firsthand. But as thrilling as her stories were, I could rarely puzzle out a moral. In half of them, I wasn't even certain whether Mother had been one of the good guys. You can't hear the story of the pacification of Manila or the counterinsurgency campaign in Hawaii and believe the women of the U.S. Sigilry Corps were blameless, no matter how good their intentions might have been at the outset. There was one exception among Mother's war stories, the Franco-Prussian intervention. That was the Corps' good war, their brightest, most humane moment, when the perfect combination of cutting-edge sigilry, guile, and physical courage produced a stunning victory against impossible odds. You could learn any number of good lessons from that episode. It profoundly shaped the way that I, and most philosophers of my generation, viewed the world. You can't understand why the final days of the Great War played out the way they did unless you understand how badly we wanted to recreate the heroics that had taken place nearly 5 decades before. The story goes like this. In 1870, France and what's now Germany were spoiling for a fight. Both sides wanted land and glory. They had a grudge going back 100 years. It doesn't much matter who fired the first shot. The Prussians had the better army.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?